welcome to News from the States, where we bring you reports on key developments across Nigeria's 36 states. I am Adebanke Odunoye. The Paramount ruler of Sanwi Chiefdom in Taraba State, Hinleweni Banti, has called on the federal government, the Taraba State government, and the Northeast Development Commission to support the rebuilding of infrastructure destroyed by bandits across his domain. The royal father made the appeal during this year's Sungiyanda cultural celebration, where he expressed concern over the slow pace of recovery in the communities affected by attacks since 2018. TVC News' Owolabi Adenusi reports.
The ancient town of Mayolupe in Lao local government area of Taraba State came alive with the Yandang people gathering for their annual cultural carnival. The colorful festival attracted dignitaries from across the country and featured vibrant display of tradition by members of a largely farming community, many of whom were displaced during bandit attacks in 2018. Speaking at the event, the Paramount ruler of Sanwi Chiefdom called for unity among his people as a pathway to preserving the cultural heritage of the Yandang nation.
As a Yandang nation and as a people and as a community, we will go nowhere. We will make no impact unless we put our differences aside, unless we embrace each other. Before now, we were like sheep without shepherd. But thank God for the government of Taraba State under the able leadership of the former governor, architect Didas Dixon Shako. Today, we have been provided with a rallying point. So therefore, nobody is taller and nobody is bigger than the king.
He, however, lamented that several public facilities destroyed during the attack in communities within his domain remain unrepaired, leaving many residents struggling to rebuild their homes and livelihoods. The royal father urged relevant government authorities to urgently intervene by restoring damaged infrastructure and supporting affected communities.
We pray that the government will look into this, provide potable water, conducive learning for our children, and also do feeder roads for us.
Also speaking, the Hamabata and Paramount ruler of Demsa Chiefdom in Adamawa State, Hamu Alhamdu Gladstone Teneki, emphasized the importance of unity among the people of the region.
One thing I want to address in this particular gathering is that the Yandang people nationwide, you need to garner yourself and work together as a team.
Other speakers, including former Taraba State Governor Joe Linyami, commended the relative peace currently being experienced in the state, attributing it to ongoing security efforts by the federal and state governments.
Excited, everybody has called for unity, and I'm also calling for unity too. And I want to really appreciate the environment is actually safe, not like before. So I want to commend the governor, Kefas Abu, who has given a conducive environment. The environment is now safer than before, and I'm sure he must have gotten a boost from the President, Commander-in-Chief, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who has always been giving him support, and other governors well across the country.
I don't want to bore you too much, but today, if you are a Yandang son and daughter, you should be proud of yourself. You should be proud of yourself in the sense that you have a culture.
Several individuals were also honored with traditional titles in recognition of their contribution to community development. The Yandang people, believed to have migrated from Egypt before settling in the present-day Taraba and Adamawa State, remain known for their rich cultural heritage, resilience, and strong communal values.
TVC News' Owolabi Adenusi joins me now to tell us more about this. The attack took place in 2018, and now we are in 2026. The monarch seems to just be drawing the attention of the relevant authorities to the incident. Why do you think it took so long?
Yeah, let me give the background of what took place in Taraba State. Yanda people, they are the nation that spread between Adamawa and Taraba State. Their occupation is farming. But there was a little conflict between herder and a farmer, which snowballed into a full war. They lost more than 1,000 residents of Mayolupe then. Even the king, the traditional ruler, has to run away from his community and sojourn in Jalingo, the state capital. Since then, when the government came on board, when the new government came on board, we tried to resettle them back to their community. Since they returned back to their community, things has not been easy for them. Most of the school damage, most of the government infrastructure damage has not been rebuilt. The royal father has reached out to the relevant authority, which we believe because he told us sometime, but there's no quick action. Then this celebration now, the royal father, since this celebration, the governor attended it, personality from all walks of life were there. The governor think that this is the avenue that he can amplify his request because he has been talking silently. It appeared that nobody really listened to him. He sees this opportunity to talk to the power that be because the governor was there, he was represented there, so that the people can know the plight of his people. Maybe this will prompt them to take immediate action.
Okay, Olabi, you mentioned that many of the residents were displaced. What is now the current situation of these families who are trying to rebuild their lives?
Yeah, the former governor of the state, Joel Nyame, really appreciate the effort of the present federal government led by Bola Tinubu. If you come to the younger people, most of them don't stay in their farm before now. There's a bomber affect last year. Everybody has returned back to his farming land. Definitely, there's improved security. The federal government has done well. Likewise, the state government is doing is collaborating with the federal government. Those people acknowledge the effort of President Tinubu in restoring normalcy to their own community. They can go back to their farm and farm, but they still need more. They need help from the government. The school has been damaged. The Northeast are supposed to come and help them build their road. They've not seen the physical presence of the North area. But what they are doing, the place, there's a peace. There's a peace we can tell that.
Okay, thank you so much. TVC News Owolabi Adenosi, thank you so much for coming on the show.